Well, of course, if I say to you that the numbers came in line with expectation, it sounds not very exciting. But what are expectations? The surprise is that there was no surprise. After Brexit, after the election of Donald Trump, everyone was expecting another shock out of France, and that perhaps Marine Le Pen would do better than expected, and that mainstream candidates would be completely shunted aside. It wasn't the case. We have Emmanuel Macron, who, although he's new and founded his own party, is very much an establishment candidate, and we've got Marine Le Pen in the second round, and everyone expects Macron to go in and win the second round, and that's why markets have rallied today.
Paint us a picture of the next 2 weeks, because these candidates, you couldn't ask for two different people. Macron, a real kind of quintessential French technocrat. He's never held elected office. And then Marine Le Pen, the rabble-rousing xenophobe. I mean, what is this race going to look like over the next 14 plus days?
Yeah. It's an incredible showdown for globalization versus nationalism. In fact, Macron is out there and he says he's completely, he owns up to it. I'm in favor of keeping France integrated in Europe, and I do not want to close the borders. And Marine Le Pen is sort of saying, well, let's get our nation back. Let's close the borders to terrorists. Let's close the borders to to delocalization of jobs, factories moving abroad. So it's a real face-off. And as Bruno Cotres was just saying on the program, Macron. Every indication is that Macron should win. As another analyst was saying to me this afternoon, you could run a goat against Marine Le Pen and he'd win. But Le Pen would lose, in other words. But, electorates are unpredictable these days. Macron is untested. He's new. It's going to be a very tough campaign.
Yeah, and again, if you look at the issues that beset France, slow, stagnant growth, a sclerotic bureaucracy, growing anti-European sentiment, these issues don't seem to be going away.
No, I mean, France has basically had just about a decade now since the financial crisis of 2008 of subpar growth. Keep in mind there have been a lot of terrorist attacks here. Security is a big issue. Since the beginning of 2015, more than 200 people have died in terrorist attacks in France. And Marine Le Pen appeals very directly to people who feel insecure either economically or simply physically. Macron is very much from the elite. He is a classic course of a French leader, in the sense that he's gone to the École Nationale d'Administration and come up and worked in banking a bit and been at the finance ministry and then worked at the presidency. And he's very young. He's certainly brilliant. The fact that he's gotten this far is incredible. But the next 2 weeks is going to be a massive fight, and it's a last big hurdle for him to clear if he's actually going to get there.